Happy Vegan New Year,
Vegan
Master.
New Year, Master.
Happy New Year, all of you.
Master, we love you so much.
Yeah, I love you too.
I love you, Master.
I love you, Master.
Each and every star that you see in the night, they are one world. And even invisible planets, they also need help. Not just visible planets. The original world is vibrant, is lively, is colorful, is creative, is active, and happy. When I enter eternity, the mind is still left behind in the time and space zone of this world. There are many classes, angels like A class, B class, C class, D class. People say when there's a new moon, you can wish something and your wish come true. Whenever I see new moon, I wish everyone would reconsider peaceful solution, reconsider vegan diet. Humans should change, try to do good things, and try to be forgiving and merciful. On the 24th, I wrote that can be so exhausting after meditation. Such a strong power. The 25th, I have to do so many of my daily job. How spiritual. Ha ha ha. Domestic job. So I was just making fun of myself. Okay. I just wrote down here how long I have to stay in this place. But that can change. Yeah. If I can, I change. I don't want to keep moving around too much. It's too much trouble. Again, I have heart pain and acidic burn in the throat and thighs. And then I find out that I could eat the apple. Even I take chamomile tea, it didn't help. I drink tons of them and it still didn't help. But then that day, it's an apple and it helped. Let me see if I can read this to you or not. No, I did not change. Just my personal pain. What is it? That was on 30, yeah? And the 1st of December. 30 November, 1st December 2014. Here, is there something here? No, there's nothing for you. Just my personal trouble. The 3rd, is there anything? Oh, I was so mad at Maya. I go in. On the 3rd of December, I was so mad at Maya. I go in because for creating so much traps and pain and suffering and temptation, leading to suffering and hell for all beings in this world and the other world. You should taste your own poisonous medicine. You are more than terrorists. I was very, very angry because I saw some suffering on TV, and my heart just cannot bear, understand? And I don't apologize to him. I don't ever apologize. I was angry and yelling at him many times. I never apologize. I never regret. Okay, never mind. Sorry about that. Okay, some emotional stuff. When I see animals suffer and humans suffer on TV, they show it sometimes, between the news, sometimes there's something, or in the news, and sometimes I collapse with pain. And my heart just hurt so much. And sometimes I just yell at Maya, because of him. He wanted to rule the world. He wanted to make his own world to rule. But what a world that he created. I can yell at him forever. I said, you are worse than any criminal in this world. You made criminals. You're worse than any terrorist. You made terrorists. And some other very strong condemnation. I don't want to read it here. I said, how can you watch all this suffering and do nothing? And I scold him again. I don't want to say it. Okay? Okay. Good news is that I really, really know that all is a transient dream only. That's on the 5th of December. Okay. It's strange, I wrote also, it's strange that no matter how high you go spiritually, the mind still can retain some traumatized experiences, and the heart still feels sorrow and pain for all beings, all the same. Spiritual knowing and physical, emotional knowing are two different departments. It's the mind that judges at the lower level. Okay, that's the 5th. Okay. On the 7th of December, I wrote, it's not just the sitting, it's the research, planning of the schedule, timing. There's so much time. It's consumed and effort involved. Oh, on the 8th is something bad. I don't want it. Something unbearable for me sometimes. Because of the bad karma, I don't want to read it to you. 12, remember to instruct disaster relief, even though I forget to write down most of the time. If I do the instructions for disaster relief already, or remember to do it, then I have to do it right away. If I'm too busy, only then I wrote it down to remind myself. Understand?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Otherwise, I cannot always, I cannot write all these things down. I don't write down things that I do physically, mostly, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Like instruction or do something for the others, and I don't do it. I don't write it down, mostly. On the 15th of December, something here for you. I wrote a lot here. Oh, the homesick is sometimes so unbearable. Coming back to this narrow prison body is nothing but sadness and loneliness. Just wanted to go home. A train of tears does relieve a little, must be occupied dramatically quick to forget the pain and sorrow of longing. On the 16th of December, I wrote down some good news like solution for two states, Israel and Palestine, Russia, a solution peace for Ukraine, countries recognize two states for Palestine. More countries recognize as two states, solution for Palestine. And U.S., Cuba reconciled after almost 60 years.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, I wrote that down that day. I was happy. Good news. Yeah. And everything else is just spiritual, marriage point and stuff and where. On the 20th of December, not much, I just thank you so much. Oh, you ask Ka and Being for your love and care and support in always. Love. Love you forever, plus. Oh, my God, I lost something here. Even then, I still have, I lost some of the stuff here. Some of the luck, like on 22nd of December, things become less. You see, spiritual power 410,000, 1. Youth, oh no. The youth have revised to 48 years. But that doesn't mean looking outside, the inside, the organs and all that, it changed. The cells changed.
Wow.
A little bit outside maybe. No, some wrinkles still there. Doesn't mean that I look much younger. I do look much younger than my age. But the inside, the cells and all that, they change, into more strength. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, so easier for me to absorb more of the Oscar power, and transmit into this world and the rest of the universe. Yeah. But I lost some, the beauty is reduced, health still 117%, luck 147, happiness 115, psychic 191, peace 192. Thanks all for your love and care again, and love you forever plus. I always write out thank you every time after meditation.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. So even when I don't have any room at all, I have to write on the side, on a very little corner, something. Yeah. Of course, I have to bring all Oscar attributes here to help this planet and the universe, one by one. But, it's like imprisonment, because I can't go nowhere and I can't do much. Though I am happy on the other hand, and to rest, and though I am happy on, sorry, I can't read my writing sometimes. Though I am happy on the other hand, to rescue this world, the restriction is sometimes felt too restricted. I have nothing good here already. Even freedom is gone. But there is no vacation for a master. The sooner, the better. Finish this job.
Oh, Master.
All beings here suffer so much. My heart keeps breaking. Feel so much pain and sorrow. I didn't mean to read that. It was just there and I forgot. I should keep reading. On the 26th, December 26th, just means I'm more powerful in omni power in this world. After all this, hopefully, I don't want to read some of this in between. I can't. I don't want to. Hopefully, this world will be a better place for all.
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Okay. On the 28th of December, my karma has become much less, so I have minus 500 gazillion of zero.
Wow.
Thanks for love and care, peace to all. Forever. Love, 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 love. Kiss, kiss, kiss. This is just mundanely speaking. They don't need love, they don't need kiss from me. It's fun. Yeah. 29th of December. Oh, life on earth. I'm so ready to leave, but got still work to do. 30th of December. A break from OU Connection Meditation Retreat. And it feels funny, strange, little sentimental, saying goodbye to this diary. It's the end of the year, and I won't use it anymore, you see, so it feels a little funny. I don't know why. Sentimental year. On the 31st of December, sentimental year, spiritual year. Goodbye all year. Good, plenty. Bad, also plenty. Hope will be good year. Better year. Okay, so now it's new year. Again, if I have anything I forgot, I would... Except all the whoa, wow, wow, a lot. I wrote it on the some of the extra pages of the diary. And now on the first of the new year, just, free day, Chow New Year, you already heard it. Less hectic, happy, lucky, peaceful New Year. And I don't write anything more. Other bad thing I didn't write. I did write, but I don't want to read it to you. Okay, anything here on the second? Oh, already. On the third, still waiting for your skills to upload and transfer from other locations to here. I think I told you that. Thanks all for loving care. I would have drowned in this whirlpool of existence without you. Thanks. Love, love. Nothing here, huh? Oh, on the 5th, I encountered a lot of difficulty. So I wrote here at 12 noon. Thank you and sorry for being late. Too much disturbance and obstruction, in my physical situation. Yeah? Love you all forever, plus. And the rest, of course, I meditate. And then on the evening, I wrote 30 connection moved from mountain, remote area here for me, yeah. Because in such a remote area mountain, it's difficult to access, and there's no facilities, and my dogs are sick, so I had to bother them to do this. Otherwise, I would go there. My dogs are difficult. They're sick, they need to go to doctor often. They're old and infected, sometimes by the helpers, and sometimes, they share bad karma of others who come and go. So I wrote again, love you all for eternity plus, bless you all. So appreciated for your help for my special difficult situation. Because I have moved, the 30 connection.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
30, so I thank him wholeheartedly. 30 Oscar connection have been moved here to so-and-so place, for my convenience. From the so-and-so place. Thank you all. From first, all use Lord and God. Love, peace, contentment to all. I wish, and wish all good luck. On the 6th of January, before I said 5th of January or not, did I say that?
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Anyway, okay, from the 1st of January, I say Happy Chow New Year, right?
Yes, Master.
Master.
Okay, so after that is the 5th, or whatever, or the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th. It's all January of 2015. And now it is 6th of January 2015. Anything? No, I just wish a happy, lucky, peaceful New Year. Thanks all for support and love from all realms. Love you forever, plus. Yeah, okay. Remind she to give extra 100 tips and gifts to the people who repair the car and sometimes the plumbers. These are not much for you. Because it's New Year, so sometimes it's emergency. Even after New Year, they don't have holiday anymore, but they come, it's still the 6th and the 5th of New Year, so I give them a lot of gifts, chocolate, cookies, vegans, and, drinks.
Very nice, Master.
All vegans and non-alcoholic. And, of course, I prepare gifts for that. So I remind myself and to tell C, C is the only helper at the moment for the dog, to bring these gifts to the vets and the nurses and, all the people in the vet's office and all the people in the car garage office, where they help. Only 2 or 3 of them repair my car, but I give them all. And the boss as well, and extra money for New Year,
Yes, Master.
Yeah.
Wow, you are so kind.
We have to. We have to be nice to each other, whenever we can. Doesn't mean you have to always give them $100, euro like me, no. I can afford it. But if you cannot, you give them a piece of chocolate or something, yeah? Or just say thank you a lot. Make them happy, yeah? People, they work hard all their days.
Yes, Master.
And they have to, fight for survival. We have to always remember them and appreciate them. But I also get into trouble doing this sometimes. A couple of times, because whenever I pass by any toll booth, where they take toll money for the highway.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. I always have a lot of cakes, candies, or whatever, or drinks, or, gifts back in my car. And I always give it to the personnel who takes my money. It sounds funny, they have to take the money for the highway toll. And I always give them some gifts, whatever I have, yeah? Prepare. I prepare some, until it's gone out. Mostly it's never gone out until the end of the highway, yeah. So, and I give it them. And then sometimes there was some police there, for checking something, and they saw me doing that, and they stopped my car and checked me. Oh, God, so terrible. Delayed a lot, and they took everything out, my clothes, my shoes, and my boxes, and dog food, and dog food, whatever, and because they think, what is she doing? You know what I mean? Why? Yeah, if I was the police, I probably would think like that. They're trained to, They're trained to suspecting. Many times. Yeah, I got into trouble sometimes. I told you already. Some other trouble with, with the neighbors because, you know what I mean. Yeah? Okay, never mind. There's the funny things in this world. Okay. I don't know. I talk nonsense to you, huh?
No, Master, we love it. We enjoy it, Master.
Please continue.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. Huh? You know a little bit of my life, so you feel a little bit more intimate, right? More close to me, huh?
It's so precious to us,
Master.
Master.
Otherwise it's too high, too spiritual, and I don't know, you might be scared. That might scare you. Okay. On the night, I wrote here 58 new Pushu words, but I read some of them for you already.
Yes, Master.
Yes,
Wow.
Master.
And nothing here, I just wrote that I have conference with some of your brothers and sisters at a spiritual center in Europe. You won't have the tape. I just give it to them and say, this is your house. It's your inside trouble and your inside stuff, so it will not be public. You won't get it, okay? I just give it to them, themselves. So in case they want to hear it again. So this is not for you and not for the public to know anyway. There is nothing, not some little things and some little spiritual questions. For example, like they asked me if one of the initiates is not allowed to go to group meditation because she still has a restaurant which she rents to somebody else who is selling meat and fish and alcohol and stuff, animal stuff and alcohol and stuff, and she's not allowed to go group meditation. She asked me if I allow her to go because contact person doesn't. And I say, why don't you sell your stuff, your restaurant, or turn it into vegan? She has problems to sell it, because the contract or something like that, sometimes they're stuck. And then she say, also, she cannot do it alone. I said, then you look for people together and do it, make a restaurant. She says she promised to do that, and she can. And also I tell her she has to give her spiritual merit to all the meat of the animals that they sell in there. Yeah. So I say, you better close it quick, otherwise you will lose all your spiritual merit, and you work hard, you meditate very long hours, and then you lose everything. Because in this world, the Maya don't allow any trespassing, don't allow any killing of his creation, even indirectly. So I say you have to give so much spiritual merit point that you earn, and some other merit point that you have, if you have. And you deplete it already. So you better meditate more and something like that. And pray to all these animals to forgive you. And similar thing like that. But I let her go back to group meditation because she didn't do all that on purpose. But she says she will try to sell it or change it. Yeah? So it's all right. I So meanwhile, you can go group meditation.
Vegetarianism in religion. The Baha'i Faith. Regarding the eating of animal flesh and abstinence therefrom, know thou of a certainty that, in the beginning of creation, God determined the food of every living being, and to eat contrary to that determination is not approved. Selections from the Baha'i writings on some aspects of health and healing.
Buddhism. All meats eaten by living beings are of their own relatives. Lankavatara Sutra. Also, after the birth of the baby, care must be exercised not to kill any animal in order to feed the mother with meaty delicacies, and not to assemble many relatives to drink liquor or to eat meat, because at the difficult time of birth there are innumerable evil demons, monsters, and goblins who want to consume the smelly blood. By ignorantly and adversely resorting to the killing of animals for consumption, they bring down curses upon themselves, which are detrimental to both the mother and the baby. Ksitigarbha Sutra. Be careful during the days immediately after someone's death, not killing or destroying or creating evil karma by worshipping or offering sacrifice to demons and deities, because such killing and slaughtering committed, or such worship performed, or such sacrifice offered, would not have even an iota of force to benefit the dead, but would entwine even more sinful karma into previous karma, making it even deeper and more serious, thus delay his rebirth to a good state. Karma means retribution. Ksitigarbha Sutra.
Cow die. The most important thing is to stop killing, because animals also have souls and understand like humans. If we kill and eat them, then we owe them a blood debt. Teachings of the Saints.
Christianity. Meats for the belly and the belly for meats, but God shall destroy both it and them. Holy Bible.
And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Holy Bible.
Confucianism. All men have a mind which cannot bear to see the sufferings of others. The superior man, having seen the animals alive, cannot bear to see them die. Having heard their dying cries, he cannot bear to eat their flesh. Mencius.
Essenes. I am come to end the sacrifices and feasts of blood. If ye cease not offering and eating of flesh and blood, the wrath of God shall not cease from you. Gospel of the Holy 12.
Hinduism. Since you cannot bring killed animals back to life, you are responsible for killing them. Therefore, you are going to hell. There is no way for your deliverance. Adi Lila.
He who desires to augment his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species he may take his birth. Mahabharata, Anu.
Islam. Allah will not give mercy to anyone except those who give mercy to other creatures. Hadith.
Do not allow your stomachs to become graveyards of animals. Hadith.
Jainism. A true monk should not accept such food and drink as has been especially prepared for him involving the slaughter of living beings. Sutra Kritanga.
Judaism. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. Holy Bible. Blood meaning flesh.
Sikhism. Those mortals who consume marijuana, flesh, and wine, no matter what pilgrimages, fasts, and rituals they follow, they will all go to hell. Guru Granth Sahib.
Taoism. Do not go into the mountain to catch birds and nets, nor to the water to poison fishes and minnows. Do not butcher the ox that plows your field. Tract of the Quiet Way.
Tibetan Buddhism. The offering to the deities of meat obtained by killing animate beings is like offering a mother the flesh of her own child, and this is a grievous failure, the supreme path of discipleship.
Zoroastrianism. Those plants I, Ahura Mazda, or God, rain down upon the earth to bring food to the faithful and fodder to the beneficent cow. Avesta.
Everybody knows that vegetarian diet is good for health and to save the planet. They will be awakening their own great, compassionate, loving self-nature, and then their level of consciousness will rise up automatically, and they will understand more than they ever did and they'll be closer to heaven than what they are right now.
Yeah, the 5 precepts we have to keep, directly or indirectly. We are responsible for our action in this physical realm. Nothing can escape karma. If we create new one, we have to bear it. The master's power can help a little bit, but, the karma law, you can't escape. On the 12th of January, lots of SMS, from the higher realm, from the Oscar, yeah. I didn't say it here, I just say lots of SMS because it's for me only. And also I didn't say from higher realm or anything. But I just tell you so that you understood. I forgot to write down. I said that. I forgot to write down lots of SMS. That means I have to recheck again what they want to tell me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't have time because when they text, when they text me, or when they email, spiritually, I was in my deep rest, and then I cannot always think of taking a pen to write down, or maybe my body is immobile, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
At that time, because I'm in a deep samadhi or something, so I can't write it down, but I thought I would remember. But in the morning, after that, I don't always remember. I don't remember everything. Some, but not all. I forgot to write down, so I wrote this so that I will remember to recheck it again, because sometimes the information is very important for me or for the world. January 13th, I wrote new place, new rearrangement, and meditate a lot long hours, so little time for myself, for physical things. Okay, remember now, just for new project, need not to write down. I wrote all that. Meaning, I remember what the SMS for, that's for the new project anyway. I didn't write down anyway, so, okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
I didn't write down because I knew it already. Even if I wrote down, I couldn't tell you, okay, huh? Yeah.
Understand.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
What is this here? I told you already, huh? I told you that on the 16th of January, all new Pusu vocabulary I could not find before. I was blocked, huh? And then the reason I can't find Pusu for all this is also because the attributes in this word, though those are the same, it's not the same quality. Yeah, okay?
Understand.
But at least they have this equivalent word so that, for you to know that they have it there. You see? They have peace, harmony, they have all this and that. The same as in our vocabulary. Just that it's not the same quality. Huh? Okay?
Yes, Master.
Right. Are you bored already, or are you still okay?
No, not bored at all, Master. We are more than okay.
Oh, I hope you're okay. Okay, I believe you.
It's very interesting.
Some are not so uninteresting, right?
It's incredible,
Very
Master.
interesting,
It's
Master. Everything.
fascinating, Master.
I don't know if I told you this already, but it's 1 million of gazillion of gazillion is the difference from gazillion, huh?
Yes.
Gazillion is the 1 bazillion of a zillion, so that I can write it down. For example, on the 20th, a lot of course, but I just read one for you. On the 20th of January, at 8 o'clock evening, is not at 8 o'clock evening, but I started from 8 o'clock, man. I don't remember when I wrote it. After that, Anyway, after 8 o'clock, some hours after that, is 811 bazillion of a zillion plus spiritual merit points earned for that stuff. Yeah, for that, including other sections before, of course. And then I wrote here for the Maya. I say Yeah. And 2 points. Point, like equal. Must give enough food to all your creation. The animals above all, if you are a responsible and so-called loving God. I told him, take care of his creation, because sometimes he doesn't. I feel the animals don't have enough food, and my heart aches for that. So that day, on 20th of January, I didn't scold him, I didn't yell at him. I just told him, do something. Yeah? And I have again heartburn. I found apple is good. I wrote it down. I told you that before, but before that I didn't find out about the apple. I just found out on January 20. Before that I suffer heartburn, often terrible. And now no more. Yeah. No more. And if it's heartburn, I eat an apple.
Wow. Thank God you have something to help, Master.
Okay, everything else is not really for you, except the routine. Anything here for you? I wrote it on 23rd of January. It's always nice to cook with forest, dry branches and twigs. On the 25th of January, I wrote something here. I couldn't write. Oh, okay. Remind to send assistant to help a family. And then afterward, he came back and told me the wife was in tears, and she told an assistant that, oh my God, who is she? Who is this woman? It's not possible to have such a person here in this world. Of course, he didn't tell her. I hope he didn't tell her. And then I asked him, he said he didn't.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. Because I helped them some financially, and I send them some gifts. Even though it's almost end of January, it's still New Year, so I say Happy New Year to them and wish them all good luck. So she was crying. She told me that.
Oh, so kind, Master.
So loving, Master.
And on the 27th of January, rearrange my hut so Big Dog Love can stay in when he's afraid of thunder and too much gunshot. Okay, that was nothing for you. I don't know why I read it. Oh, probably because it's next to the one that I bent the page. Here I wrote down on 26 how much longer I can live on this planet, but I cannot tell you. Okay.
Yes, Master.
And 30th of January, something here, no? We'll have to check on this. We'll have to do something about this. Because I feel I cannot abandon all beings here on this planet. Understand? Even if I still live here.
Oh, Master.
You know, I don't mean completely go away. Just mean that not contacting them, not helping them. You know what I mean? So I think I have to do something about this. I have to do something. I have to meditate more. Do something. Okay? Maybe I can. And I wrote here, eating. My God, what a complicated job. Difficult to swallow sometimes. Oh my God. Because I have to eat before I meditate, and in those times, sometimes I don't feel like eating. And I don't always have time to prepare good food, you know, like appetizing food, yeah?
Yes, Master.
I don't have time. Also, one of the reasons I don't want to invite you here, because this is far away from loving hurt or anybody who can bring good food, you know, or to cook for you, and I don't have much time. Although one time I love you guys so much, I feel loving you so much. I wish you could be here so I can cook something for you, maybe once or twice, you know. But it's not much around where I live. I can't give you boiled potatoes every day. It's terrible potato. How can you invite a guest to come and feed them potatoes? And on the, is there anything more for you? I don't think. It's almost gone anyway, right? Okay. Remember to touch leaking hot roof. Oh, that's not for you. It's my heart is leaking.